I am a huge fan of superheroes, and if you ask me who my favorite characters are, I would have to say it's a tie between Batman and Superman. I have an extensive collection of comic books and merchandise featuring the Dark Knight and the Man of Steel, and the adults-only section of the Artcade has a Batman and Superman theme. When I tell people who my favorite superheroes are, I'm often asked, who do you think would win in a fight, Batman or Superman? While I have my own opinion on this, that question has been answered in a variety of different media platforms. Batman and Superman have battled each other numerous times in comic books, cartoons, and even on the big screen. Many of these confrontations have taken place due to a misunderstanding or one of the heroes being manipulated, but after the conflict is resolved, the two heroes always remain friends. But what if something so tragic and so devastating took place that one of these superheroes forsake humanity and use their abilities to shape the world into their own image? Well, the video game Injustice tells this story, and so much more. Injustice: Gods Among Us is a one-on-one fighting game released on a variety of platforms in 2013 and set in the universe of DC Comics. It was developed by NetherRealm Studios and bears a lot of similarities to one of their other popular titles.
Get over here!
Players select one of several characters from the DC universe and battle in a best 2 out of 3 competition. Each character has their own specific fighting style and unique set of special moves, which when performed cause their super meter to gradually fill. Portions of the super meter can be used to execute enhanced special moves, and players can also use their full meter to unleash a devastating super move. Once a player loses their first life bar, a special clash sequence becomes available in which players gamble portions of their meter in secret, with the highest bidder winning the clash. These battles take place at various locations in the DC universe, such as the Batcave and the Fortress of Solitude, and these stage backgrounds also feature interactive environments in multiple areas. If an opponent is hit with a heavy attack near the corner of the battleground, they are launched into a new section of the stage. The superhero battles that take place in this are brutal and over the top, and I for one wouldn't have it any other way. One of the highlights of this game is the exceptional story mode. In a parallel universe, Superman loses his sanity after the Joker tricks him into killing Lois Lane and detonating a nuclear weapon in Metropolis, which causes the deaths of millions of people. In a fit of rage, Superman murders the Joker and loses faith in humanity. Within 5 years' time, Superman becomes a ruthless dictator and forms the One Earth regime to enforce global peace through fear. Many heroes and villains join his cause, while anyone who opposes him is destroyed. Batman does not subscribe to Superman's vision of a new world order and forms the Insurgency, an underground rebel faction dedicated to opposing the regime's rule. The Insurgency creates nanotech pills derived from Kryptonian DNA, which give them abilities on par with Superman. I don't want to spoil any more of the story here, but I believe fans of the DC Universe will love this unique take on some of their favorite heroes and villains. This title was so successful it spawned a sequel. Injustice 2 was released in 2017 for the PS4, Xbox One, and Windows. The core gameplay is very similar to Injustice: Gods Among Us, with enhanced graphics and some minor adjustments to game mechanics. Injustice 2 also introduces a new feature called the Gear System, which allows players to customize their characters' costumes and abilities. The story centers around Batman and the Insurgency's attempt to restore society after the fall of Superman's regime. However, the arrival of the powerful villain Brainiac forces Batman to consider freeing an imprisoned Superman to help combat the new threat. This game doubles down on everything that made the original great, and even features a few surprise characters that players would never expect to see in a DC Universe-themed game. Video games are not the only way to experience the battle between Superman's regime and Batman's Insurgency. DC Comics has published numerous comics which take place in the Injustice universe. These comics do an amazing job expanding on the story of the games and show exactly just how far Superman goes in his descent into madness. In the fall of 2021, a direct-to-video animated film based on the Injustice universe will be released. With an animation style reminiscent of the recent Mortal Kombat animated movies and an all-star cast, this film is shaping up to be a real treat for fans of the Injustice universe, and I for one can't wait to see this. The video games Injustice Gods Among Us and Injustice 2 are a real treat for fans of the DC Universe and fighting games in general. If you're a gamer who ever wondered what the developers of Mortal Kombat were able to do with licensed characters, or just a fan of DC Comics who want to recreate classic comic book battles, then this is the game for you. Both of these games are still available on numerous platforms, and I highly recommend checking them out if you get the opportunity. Till next time.